Right. Talking about severe cases, another friend of a friend suffering from chronic ulcer, like perhaps I told you earlier, and how many drops would he need? I mean, going back to what you said earlier, that people with more or less rundown systems would take more drops, so he would have to take more drops?
It depends on the conditions, and also the nose will tell. In an ideal conditions, the person itself will sense how many drops needed, because there are some conditions like very strong and very high inflammation. Then you sense that you should not give more trigger to the digestive system, because it's supposed to have some rest in order to have the restoration or the regeneration. It means that when the inflammation is high, then we need the herbs to reduce the inflammation, to relax the system, because it is so tense. It focuses on the actual injuries. So in an ulcer, it is a wound inside.
Right.
So first you have to treat the wound. You have to relax the system, and therefore it is advisable in these conditions to have the drops after the meals.
Right.
In order to have the extracted herbal ingredients to be absorbed.
So even in the morning, you take the herbs after.
When you have diarrhea, strong diarrhea, we suggest to use the drops after the meals. When you have a constipation and your bowels are not moving, your digestive system does not start, then it is very advisable to use it before on an empty stomach.
I see.
But because the triggers are triggering response from the body. In this respect, when you have an exhausted body with all the triggers which comes from the wound, you don't want to over trigger it, over excite it. So you just have something which is a delicate food, which is easy to digest, and then drink the water with the drops in order to have the herbal ingredients absorbed by the body, and that will help the calm, because inside these drops we have the chamomile and the yarrow. Both have so-called blue oil. It's called chamazule, and it's a very handy ingredient or compound which can reduce the inflammation.
Right.
And these ingredients can be absorbed when the food is absorbed in the normal way.
Right.
So therefore we suggest to have it after the meals. And if it is severe, then you can do it 3 or 4 times a day.
Oh, I see.
But always after the meals.
Right. And you carry on with this diet for as long as you feel that's necessary, and then you can...
Your body will tell you. I mean, when you are relieved from the pain inside, you will sense that these wounds are healed inside. Then you can go to the normal way, because then you became a regular one, and then you can drink it in the morning on empty stomach, and in the evening after lunch or before going to bed.
I see. So even with the pills, so if someone's just taking this preliminary course, then same with the pills. Right. Okay.
Well, these capsules contain all small pre-fermented fibers that is familiar to the bacterial consortia which is in the Herbaferm Drops. So they can have an anchoring point or a place to live. But also these fibers are triggers for the digestive system, because they can have a physical impact. It will trigger movement from the bowels as well. Right. So we do the same in this respect. We don't want to over-trigger or over-excite the compromised parts of the body.
Okay, I see.